paid by you-know-which oil company because they have PhDs and given equal status in a story or on television. You see, we get a little mad about that, and we call that utter distortion, and they say, oh no, that's balance. It is not balance, it is utter distortion, because they are not reporting the relative credibility of the multiple positions, and it means that you're leaving it up to the public and the political world to figure that out for themselves. They're capable of it, but they rarely do it.
Congress is considering a law branding carbon dioxide as pollution. This will cost us jobs. Carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide are emitted from engines and power plants. While carbon monoxide is often harmful, it's been proven that higher levels of carbon dioxide result in more plant growth and less water required for plants to grow faster and larger. Take action. Contact your senator and congressman today and remind them that CO2 is not a pollutant, and more CO2 results in a greener Earth.
How many of you have fire insurance? We already are very risk averse when we have consequences that matter. We do not need 95% certainty. Here is where, again, people frame this problem by looking for exceptions to the conventional wisdom and claim until the exceptions are resolved, it isn't proved and it's premature to act. Yet we're acting on a 1% risk and paying insurance. And here we're talking about 50% risks in the planetary life support system, and they're telling us that's not certain enough.
Yes, the globe is warming, but is it really all our fault? And is it true that the debate is over? These scientists are among those who say the debate is by no means over. Some scientists say the warming may be caused by changes in the sun, or ocean currents, or changes in cloud cover, or other things we don't understand. The debate is not over.
It's not lost on some of you that that is special interest blabber. We heard that from the American Tobacco Institute for years. Remember? 3 studies are equivocal about whether smoking causes cancer. And they correctly said, and still to this day, we do not know biophysically the precise links between smoking and cancer. So they give you a therefore when there's no therefore there. Therefore it's premature to act. That's a personal value judgment about risk management. Of course, they protect market share. Whereas the data are so overwhelming epidemiologically, the statistics, that you'd have to be crazy not to control this, even though you don't understand every detail of the mechanisms. So this is again where we have to do risk management, which is how do you want to deal with a preponderance of evidence, not an absolute certainty in every detail.
The fact of the matter is the science is not settled.
Global warming is not a crisis. I think this conference proved that there's no consensus.
Their argument is that by cutting CO2s, we save the environment and curb global warming. Okay. One scientist, though, is saying that just is not the case.
Let's talk about tipping points. So, what about Greenland? How could Greenland be a tipping point? Right now it's melting at an unprecedented rate. The water is rolling down. Nobody knows if the water is freezing on the way down or reaching the bottom. If the water makes it all the way to the bottom, then it's going to heat the bottom and lubricate it. Once you start melting it, it creates a self-fulfilling prophecy where you could move toward 5 meters of sea level rise and there'd be no way to stop it. What we don't know is, does it need 1 more degree before that happens, 2 or 3? All I can say with high degree of confidence is the more we keep adding unprecedented levels of warming to the system, the more the number of tipping points that are going to be crossed. So what we're really doing is we're insulting our global environment at a faster rate than we're understanding it. And the best we can do, in all honesty, is say, look out, there's a chance of potentially irreversible change at a global scale based upon the benefits of use of energy. And it's very tough for us to know whether those benefits of energy today are worth the potential risks of environmental change for our children. How are we going to deal with this problem and others like it if it requires public understanding so they can send the right value signals to our representatives when they're completely knocked off their pins by this cacophonous, fraudulent debate where all parties are given equal credibility when they don't deserve it? And we have got to take back the airwaves in a way and make certain that what's out there is more credible, not just simply following some formulaic balance. Thanks very much.